How are we doing, everybody? Getting ready for another episode of what came out this week. What's the new releases from Marvel, DC, Image, IDW, ADW, all the WWs? What has come out this week? Find out right now. All right, welcome back, guys. This is the second video I've done from my new place in Atlanta. Yes, it's LA to GA, baby. I went from Los Angeles to Georgia, and I did traverse the entire, well, not the entire country, but straight across. I didn't do one of these. But it did take me 3.5 days to get here, and I'm settling in now. I just unpacked the last box today. So I want to jump in and get caught up. So this is what I picked up today from my local comic book shop, who I am trying to get along with. It was a better thing today. He actually remembered my name and had my books all ready for me. Well, most of them anyway. It was one he missed. So anyway, hopefully I can. They don't give any discounts or anything like that, which I kind of upset with. But anyway, shout out to my guys over at Collects Paradise over in LA and Winnetka, because I miss you guys. All right, so let's jump into it. This is what I picked up. So we're looking at Mark Waid's Batman and Superman's World Finest. I was going to say versus, but it's not. So we just finished up. This is number 18 already. We just finished up the last storyline of Ultra Amazo, which was really a good storyline also. And now we get to see how Clark and Bruce met for the first time. So this will be interesting. I did see, the double date between Selina and Bruce when they were supposedly getting married. Of course, Tom King totally screwed all that up. But I like that issue. And now we'll see how they first met, which was told in the cartoons, but now we'll see it in comic form. So Mark Waid does a really good job with this, and I'm looking forward to reading it. And that is my only DC book, because they're still doing the Night Terrors crap. So why did I pick this up? Because I don't pick up Iron Man. So why did I pick this up? Because Storm is in it. As everybody knows, I love Storm, and I tried picking up that X-Men Red series. I read it for a little while, and it was so bad that I had to drop it, even with Storm being in it. So I'm trying it again, and this is probably bad too, especially with it being $5, but that's Storm. So I'm picking it up, and we'll see if it was a bad move or not. I have no idea what's going on. All I know is that I don't know what this thing is about. I don't know what this storyline's about, this chaos thing. But giving it a shot. I'll let you know on will they make good television shows or movies episode, whether I made a mistake or not. All right, then we have Chip Zdarsky finishing up his run on Daredevil with 14. I think it's the end. I have not read it, obviously, yet. I just picked it up. But in the last issue, we had Elektra and him that were running the Fist. The Avengers came in and messed them up, and they also had fights with Frank Castle as the Punisher, who was running the Hand, who was the Beast of the Hand, whatever. But in the last issue, Daredevil decided that he was going to go to hell and rescue everybody. And everybody left except for him. He got stuck in hell. And as far as I'm concerned, this story already ended, and we're getting just really too esoteric for something as a Daredevil name on it. So we'll see. I'm not too excited about this one in the least. Talking about not being excited about anything for the least, we have a Darth Vader that has not been good. I've already dropped 2 Star Wars books already. I'm down to only collecting 2. And Dark Droids was not good in the opening issue. Now we have the Darth Vader tie-in, and I'm expecting it not to be good again. Or still. So not excited about this one either. Hoping we're getting on to either a new writer or a new storyline for Darth Vader, because it's dropped off the rails, man. It's gone. All right, then once in a while I get to pick up facsimile issues. And this is a reprint of I want to say 70s. I think it's the late 70s. I'm thinking 78. I didn't look it up, but This is Gwen Stacy, and I actually owned this issue when I was a kid. However, Silly Putty was made by the devil. So what happens when you bought Silly Putty, that one of the advertisements was that if you have a comic or a newspaper, back when there was newspapers, you could press it against whatever you were reading and take that and then transfer the image to something else. So you could take another blank piece of paper and you could actually transfer the image of whatever the Silly Putty was on and put it onto something else. What they don't tell you, it's not magic like kids think it is, or how they advertise it for kids, is that it's not magic. It literally sucks up part of the ink from the paper in the periodical, whether it's a comic or a newspaper, and then uses that to transfer it. So by doing that, you're ruining the comic. Because literally chunks of it would be lighter or completely gray, depending on how long you did it. So this was one of the comics I ruined, which I love the Green Goblin. I wish they would bring him back because we don't get to really see the Green Goblin anymore. Now he's the Gold Goblin, and we have all that other stuff going on. Anyway, I've never read this, or if I probably obviously did read it when I was a kid, but I do not remember it at all. So I am going to enjoy it for the first time again. So I watched some other people's reviews on this one, and I decided to pick it up. I don't usually pick up AWA stuff, but this is done by J. Michael Straczynski, who did like Babylon 5? I think it's Babylon 5. He did a bunch of other shows as well, but that's the one that stands out in my mind. So he does mostly sci-fi stuff, and so this is a revenge story about a thief. Just, again, I haven't read it yet. This is just going off other people's reviews. About a woman that goes crazy after she goes on her final job as a thief, and her son and husband are killed or something to that effect. So she goes on a crazy revenge mission. So I'm looking forward to reading that. You'll find that I am more interested in reading the non-Marvel and DC indies than I am the Marvel and DC stuff. Red Sonja, the last one was pretty good. There was some kind of a bishop that has mental powers, and she was in a bar, and the entire bar turned on her to kill her. So, and the artwork has been decent because with Dynamite, especially with the Red Sonja title, the artwork is really give or take. Some of it's pretty bad. But the artwork here has been pretty good. The story's been pretty good. So excited to read this one and see how this progresses. All right, then we go on to Void Rivals by Kirkman, who does The Walking Dead. And you'll see the Skybound. If you watch The Walking Dead, you'll see the Skybound logo right there. So this is the Enemy Mine storyline where two warring races that have been warring for generations. Their two pilots are tasked, one on each side, are tasked with bringing down a meteor so that because they're still running out of water, and they were going to use the meteor for a meteorite to gain water from and drain water from it or whatever. Except they get into a battle in space, and they end up crashing on a desolate planet where they run into a transformer. It's not Starscream, Jet Flame, something like that. Who doesn't even ask him if they need any help. He just says, "I'm out, see ya." So he runs out. I think it's Jetfire. I think that's what it is. But that was the reveal that Skybound ended up getting the license for both Transformers and G.I. Joe. So now on the second issue, because I thought they were going to be stuck on the planet like Enemy Mine throughout the entire series, but by the second issue, they already compounded a new, like an amalgam starfighter, where it allowed them to get off the planet. They were in this little teeny type of shuttle thing that they took parts from both of their ships and were able to, kind of mangle together. So they ended up going to a space station where they ended up getting captured and they were greeted, by a I think they got a tractor beam or whatever else came to them, and so they're stuck on this thing now with an alien that basically wants to kill them, I think. But it's been teased that there might be some other characters in this from possibly G.I. Joe or Transformers. So I have not gone thumb through it yet, so I don't know. But that's it. Looking forward to that one as well. Not crazy with the artwork for that one because it's very, very stylized, but overall the story's been pretty good, especially since it's not stagnant, which is what I thought was going to happen with it. But that's it. So thank you so much for watching. Remember to like and subscribe. I am trying to grow my channel. I am trying to get monetized, so make sure you watch my videos all the way through, and even if you're not paying attention to them, you can just mute me and just have it play. I need to get to like 4,000 hours, and I think I'm at like 1,700. So thank you so much for supporting me, guys. And remember that I did not bring my other books up. They're still in boxes. I still have I took all my boxes out for my clothes and everything like that, but I still have stuff in boxes. But this is my new fantasy novel, Tales of Ravenor, the Iron Witch. I will put a link below for if you want to pick that up. I will be doing Lords of L.A. We're into the 4th issue now, so I will be doing a Kickstarter for issue 3 and 4 since we're getting moving on the end of the production on that. All right, and I am working on some other stuff as well, and we'll see what happens with me here in Atlanta. All right. Thanks a lot for everybody and everybody's support and my well wishes as I've traveled across the country. All right. Thanks, guys. Have a good one, and I'll see you on the next one. Woohoo!